how to build your first outpost in Starfield. So it's a bit fiddly getting a place set up where you can get aluminium and iron. So those are the two resources you want to prioritize like first, because they're like the core Lego building blocks for a lot of the things. So for Outpost 1, we're hunting for aluminium and iron in the same spot. So you've got two choices. You can either faff around trying to get lucky with two rolls. So let me just explain how it works. So on your travel screen, you need to find the Narian system. So if you're in Alpha Centauri, wherever you spawn in New Atlantic City, go across to Wolf and then go to the Narian system. Once you're in there, you need to go to, what's it called? Sumati. And then we're on the moon of Sumati and it's called Andrathon. So once you're on Andrathon, helium-3 is great because we need it for cross-system transport. And aluminium's important and iron's important because they're the core building blocks. So really this is a perfect step one base location for outposts. But it's quite fiddly getting aluminium and iron in the same spot. So once you're on a planet, you'll have to scan it. Once you've scanned it, you can show the resources. So you can see I've tried landing all over the place. I did this area specifically like 10 times. So I just had to keep re-rolling. So we expect, like, the video I watched, the guy got lucky on roll 1. But for me, it took like 10, 15, 20 rolls to get here. So what you need to do is find the closest point on the planet where the red looking iron intersects with the dark green looking aluminium. So over here was my best spot, and you can see that the circle never really goes into aluminium and never goes into iron at the same time. But on this lucky roll, I placed it here, bang in the middle, and it's given me aluminium and iron in the same spot. So if you want to do the same, I suggest just rather than landing in the mountains. So when I click now, how do I do it actually? Let me go back into it. So if I were to like, oh, it's because I'm falling. So hold on, let me just reset it and it'll sort it out. If you're falling or like doing this, it doesn't let you do anything. It's quite annoying, really. So once you're here, don't land in, like, when you click, it says like, well, it did. Oh, bloody, there you go. So you can see here craters. Click somewhere, mountains, craters, mountains. They're completely different biomes. That's why it's so hard to like get a lucky roll to get both of them on one outpost. So ideally you can get 2. Sometimes you can even get 3. So if you're lucky, you might get a beryllium deposit or a europium deposit. You know what I mean? So when you're doing late game stuff, you'll need to take into account if you want 3 resources, and then it's hard enough getting 2 resources, never mind 3 resources. So I'm not looking forward to that rolling, but whatever. Let's carry on. So I found that if I landed in mountain, it was just, there was no craters anywhere. But every time I'd land in a crater area, there'd be a mountain in the distance. So that's what I'd recommend for you if it's not working. Make sure, what I did to finally get lucky was I found mountains like that, and I just slowly clicked across. I've zoomed in as much as I can until it changed to crater. Still not changed. There you go. So now it's crater. So now I'd try that and give that a whirl. So land in a crater, and then from your ship, if you're like 500 meters away from a mountain, you've got a good roll, go and have a look. So let's say, I'll show you where my ship is. It was over there, and I could see this floor. I could tell that all this around me was aluminium because it's red, so it's backwards in it, like typical Bethesda. Even though they're showing iron as like red on the map, this red area is aluminium, and this blue area over here is iron. So blue mountains is iron, and red floor is aluminium. So you need to run over to like the intersect. So you can see my ship is 300 meters away over there, and then I ran over to this bit where the iron mountains start, and you can see like look down the biome line there where the mountain intersects the crater. You need to be running around there until you find like a suitable outpost location. So press R to, well, go into your scanner with F, then press R to get your little outpost beacon out, and then look. So over here it's aluminium and beryllium, and we've run all the way over here until it said iron and aluminium at the top left. So I could put it down here and have a look at the veins, or alternatively, I can keep running down here and see if I can get like a third strike. Maybe I can get like a beryllium or a europium. We'll see. So I'm not going to spend too long. I'm just going to like... So I've already lost my aluminium. So this is like my sweet spot. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to place this down. And then we're going to just have a look. So confirm. Then click V to toggle your view. So I've got a nice little... What even is this? An aluminium farm there. And then where's my iron? So my iron is... Where is my iron? Can't actually see any iron, so... Oh, yeah, here it is. So I can see now that for my aluminium, it's here. I'm in, but I've got all this wiggle room here. And I'm actually cutting off my iron by... scroll between them to see the locations. But I'm actually cutting this off like quite a bit. Like I can't go any further than that. So it would be better to reset my outpost and just move it a little bit. So I'm gonna get rid. How do I even get rid, bro? Remove outpost. I'll hold it to remove it, and then we're just gonna move over this way a little bit so we've got more in the vein. And F. Set outpost with R. Put it down, and then let's have a relook. So my iron is... I've got more than half in now, and how's my aluminium doing? Have I cut it off yet? So I'm literally on the border of it. I've already got an aluminium farm that's doing well, so I'm just going to prioritize the iron for now. I'll still be able to get a decent amount of aluminium, but I want more iron than I want aluminium, because I've already got an aluminium outpost. So I'm going to cancel it again, and then I'm going to move it a bit over there, and then I'm done. So... Hold R to remove it, get rid, run over here, and then we'll place it here instead. We'll put it in the sun, why not? Bosh. So I'm happy with that. Let's put some down. So unfortunately, I'm going to need some iron, which is really annoying. I wonder if there's like some local iron. Oh, as if. Well, I guess I'll carry on the video when I've gone and fetched some iron. Hold on.